How's it going? So this is my very first WoW video, and in this video we're touching on the Dracthyr / Evoker and give you my thoughts on them. So the first thing I'll touch on is the customization, also the characteristics. So overall, when I first saw it, I wasn't too impressed. But actually, after seeing the customizations, how much you can change it, all the different colors, the hair types, the scale types, all that stuff, it's actually much better than I thought it was. And now it's actually my favorite overall race design in the game, so very impressive. So for my dragon form, I tried to make a Twilight dragon, so I tried to add some fins in there. I added a lot of dark purples, I added black, add some other shades of purple too. Try to make it look somewhat like Vexiona, I guess, or Altraxian. And I feel like overall, I did a pretty good job of that. And it doesn't stop there either. You make a bronze dragon, an emerald dragon, blue dragon, scarlet, black, and even some other ones too that actually don't match the other flights, so a lot of variety in there. I've seen quite a few different dragons, and I might even try to make a different one as well, just to see what I can make. And just like with Worgens, you can customize your humanoid form too. There's lots of hair types, hair colors, eye colors, skin tones, jewelry, a lot of different options there, so you can make your humanoid form look very much like your dragon or also very different, so that adds to it as well. For the questline, I thought it was actually pretty good. It's nothing crazy, but I would say it's comparable to the Demon Hunter one, so very good. You start off by waking up, also like the Demon Hunter one, going out, doing quests, trying to find different people that have woken up as well. It's relatively tame. You're fighting some dragons, some animals. You're witnessing the ancient pro-dragons waking up and wreaking some havoc, so not too much craziness, but a nice concise introduction to the actual expansion and what will be happening during it. And now for the most important point, in my opinion, the actual gameplay. So overall, in terms of how this class feels, to me it's kind of like a mage mixed with something like a demon hunter or a survival hunter. So you have a lot of medium range stuff, some far range stuff, but overall it's typically medium range. You have fire spells, you have some blue magic spells, and your red magic also heal you as well, which is pretty cool, so you have some extra survivability there. You also have black dragon magic for defense, as well as a stun too. Green is used solely for healing, and bronze is like kind of a support or utility. So less of that, more of green for healing. So the way I structured my tree is with AoE damage, self-sustain, and also a little bit of support. So lots of blue magic, red magic, adding some dots in there, some extra healing stuff for me, more interrupts. Don't forget that one, it's kind of greedy not to use interrupts. And for the main tree, for the overall class, I did mainly stuff that ties into DPS and also self-sustain. One thing that makes it really fun too is the movement as well. You have the deep breath, which lets you charge forward. You have your hover that lets you jump in the sky and also move around while casting spells, and also speeding up your movement as well. So very good. Also functions as dodge too, so if there's like a AoE on the ground you need to avoid it, you just press that hover and then after that you can avoid that damage. So very good for fighting mobily in different raids. I have never ever healed, so I can't really judge the actual healer spec in a way that actually makes sense, so instead I'll touch on the type of healing you have and your DPS spec. So I try to use some healing here and there to help out the team, just keep the tank up if he needs it. If there's any AoEs, I use my AoE healing and just heal us up a bit. Overall, the healing for the DPS is kind of like the druid healing, so nothing crazy, but it adds some value here and there. Being able to take pressure off the healer is always a valuable asset to have. So far in my eyes, this class isn't OP and it's also not trash either. It's not a good space where it's useful and has its moments, but it's not always going to be top of the charts all the time, every situation. It's probably the most balanced the spec has been in quite some time for a new one, I think. DKs are very OP. Demon Hunters were not crazy OP, but quite strong. And Monks were definitely OP. So this is actually quite an improvement, I would say. So overall, pretty good quest, very good customization, very fun to play, quite strong but not OP, and quite a bit of utility there too. I would say this class is pretty good and I can't wait to play it. I'm probably going to main it for this expansion, so I'll be doing quite a bit of M+ with that, and also raids. And that's about it. If you enjoyed this video at all, leave a like, sub for more, and comment suggestions. If you have any thoughts, questions, suggestions, let me know in the comments. See ya.